The title reads My Girl is Out Every Weekend Until 4 to 5 a.m. Wow, I remember when I used to be able to do that in my university days. There used to be a 24/7 subway open, and that was the highlight of my weekends. But to be fair, back at university, I used to go out, Tuesday nights, Thursday nights. It was a waste of 3 years, but it was good fun while we had it. But yeah, if your girl's doing this every weekend, you have to wonder if she's your girl. So let's see what this guy has to say. What the hell is this? Been dating this girl for 2 months now. I know it's quite early, but every night when she goes out, she stays out till at least 4 a.m. She does nothing on the weekends. It's summer. She's a student still and just starting her masters. She's 24 years old. So you've been dating her for 2 months. It doesn't sound like she's your girlfriend. So firstly, it's not your girl. What's that saying? She's not yours. It's just your turn. I don't know if I quite believe that, but it's got a good rhyme to it. But yeah, you haven't had the relationship talk from the looks of it. So yeah, she's not yours. She's probably out there dating multiple men, and yeah, these late nights out drinking and partying, yeah, she's probably hooking up with other guys. So you should be hooking up with other girls because you two aren't exclusive, and it's just fair game at that point. But yeah, look, I don't know how old you are, but if you're dating girls in their early 20s, especially if they're a student, she's still at university or college doing her masters, so you've got at least another year, 2 years of this. If she's serious about her masters, then she probably won't be going out partying all the time. But yeah, if you're dating a student who's young, this is going to come with it. However, if she's a respectable girl and you're both in a relationship, then she probably shouldn't be out partying and clubbing because it's just not very well, it's not good form when you're in a relationship because you're putting yourself out there. Even if you have no intention of hooking up with other guys, you're putting yourself in their vicinity, and that's going to make for uncomfortable situations. It puts your relationship at risk because you're inviting possible attention, and your guy's going to be at home twiddling his thumbs thinking about what could be happening to his girl, and that's not nice for either of you. So I think if this girl was crazy about this guy, she'd want to be in a relationship with him and she wouldn't be going out partying. But let's see what this guy has to say. He says, makes me wonder if dating the 10 out of 10 baddie is even worth it. Okay, so she's a very attractive girl. The past months, my inner peace is effed. My mind is effed with thoughts like her being out cheating. Well, it's not cheating if you haven't had the relationship talk. Again, if you're just dating her for 2 months, she's not your girl. And if she is a 10 out of 10 baddie and she's out at the clubs, then she's going to get a lot of attention. Hey, she might be too attractive where guys just don't approach her. Like, sometimes it's worse to have like a mid girlfriend because guys are more confident about approaching those mid girls over these 10 out of 10 baddies, as you stated there. But yeah, it's gonna mess up your mind. Like, even if you trust a girl and she's a good girl, if she's out clubbing, it's gonna ruin your night because you're gonna be thinking about it. You're gonna think about what possibly she's getting up to, what guys approached her, because she will get approached. So again, that's why I just don't think, even for a guy, it's not respectable to be going out clubbing if you're in a relationship. But again, they're not in a relationship, so it's fair game, right? Even if she doesn't do any cheating, my gut is wrecked and I can't sleep while she's out. Yeah, and she's coming back at like 5 o'clock, so she obviously really likes it. And I don't know, is alcohol a good substance that keeps you up till 5 o'clock? Unless you're mixing it with like vodka Red Bulls and stuff. But maybe she's on some other substances that's keeping her awake well into the early hours of the morning. Who knows? But it sounds like she might be getting it all out in this summer phase before she starts her masters and she becomes a good library girl. Been praying for times where I have a girlfriend who is also very good looking, smart. Feel like I got it all, but at what cost? So obviously this guy maybe doesn't have a lot of experience, doesn't have a lot of successful women, so he's just putting all his eggs in this one basket, and he's trying to make her into that girlfriend, try and have that like Frankenstein girlfriend project, and trying to put everything together and make her the perfect girl when really just from the core she's just not good girlfriend material. But this guy can't look past the looks and the beauty. But yeah, this is what you're gonna get. But again, she hasn't really done anything wrong because you're not in a relationship. So you should be out dating other women, and not putting all your eggs in this basket, especially a girl who's out clubbing all the time. My days are the same for the most regular working weekdays. Okay, so again, this is the difficulty when you're working at 25 and she's around the same age as you, but she's still at university. You're just on different paths, and hey, you're the one bringing in money. You probably haven't wasted multiple years on a useless university degree. Find a girl who's also out working and has got her life together, because a girl who's doing a master's, possibly in a really useless degree, then she's not going to see a paycheck for quite a while, and it'll be up to you to be paying for everything. Thinking of ending it while it's still early. I might not be in a state where I can have a girlfriend because I don't really handle this shit well. Yeah, this guy's got a lot of self improvement to do. I don't think he's ready to have a relationship. He seems a bit, yeah, just a bit uneasy coming across here in his reply here. He seems a bit too all over the place. He's got too much of his emotions involved. He doesn't seem assured and centered. So I think he needs to do a lot of work on himself. Also, date multiple women, get some experience under your belt. Because this guy's calling this girl a girlfriend even before they've even had that chat yet. Because I can assure you, she's going to those clubs saying she's single. How does one cope with this? Are these girls who actually don't want to go out every night, every weekend? Who are they? Where are they? Okay, that's what he means there. He's asking where all the girls are who don't go out all the time. Well, I think a lot of healthy women, they cut this stuff out by 21 at least. Yeah, if it's going into their mid 20s, into their 30s, then they're probably just not ready to settle down, and it's probably not something a value you want in a woman going long term. But yeah, this guy just needs to date more, because there's a lot of women who don't go out partying and clubbing. They might go for a few drinks with their girlfriends at a bar, but they'll be back home after 2 or 3 drinks. There's a lot of women out there, because I think this generation, 20s and below, they just don't really want to go out clubbing as much as much as we used to when I was younger, when the music was actually pretty good and men and women actually liked each other. But I think these days you're going to find a lot of women who just don't even drink, full stop. So they're definitely out there. I just think the pool of women you're searching in, yeah, they're just going to be bad form. Find the good girls, and yeah, especially for this guy, he's got to work on himself first before he even is able to establish a decent relationship with someone. Anyway, that's all, guys. Cheers. See ya.
battle is over. But the war continues, and it's a war we will win.